What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for this really quick video, and today I'll be talking about if body shapes or body types can affect your movement speed. I'll be covering with and without the ball. Actually, this one here is more of a recap of my video from 5 months ago. I'm getting around a couple of thousands of new viewers every single day, and it's been 5 months, so maybe most of you guys haven't watched that yet. And by the way, this one here can't be answered by a solid yes or no only. There's a lot of things that needs to be explained here, so try to watch the video fully so you can get the whole context. If you skip some parts, you might leave the video misinformed. So let's get right into it. So now for the test, I exported a player from my career, and I'll be using the lightest and the heaviest shape, so if there's any difference, it will be noticeable straight away. So now for the first one, in terms of sprinting without the ball, it doesn't touch it. In here, that's thin and burly, and every step of the way, the distance and the animations are all the same. Now for the next one, in terms of one-way lateral movements, it's the same thing as well. No difference. I even tried to go back and forth, and same thing, burly and thin are just the same. And I might say, oh shoots, I really noticed that the moment I switch to a bigger shape, my player runs slower. I know what you mean, but that's just an illusion. Usually, smaller objects look faster even with the same speed. I'm not making this one up, it's a real thing. So what you're feeling is normal. It's called speed size illusion. You can look it up, it's a real thing. And now for the fun part, what about the movement with the ball? First one, if they have the same type of launch, the actual speed will be the same. Again, that's only if their launch types are the same. The thing about it though is I found out that there will be launches that you can activate on thin, but not on burly. This type of launch here with the jumping motion can't activate on burly. I can easily activate on a thin shape, like probably 4 times out of 5, but I tried it a lot of times on burly, and even once I wasn't able to do it. Keep in mind, these are the same players, the only difference is their shape. In terms of that specific animation, I tried to find what other shapes can do it, and I found out that only large and burly are the ones that can't do it. Even as big as wall can do that animation. So it means that in terms of this specific animation, every shape does it aside from burly and large. There's a lot of other launch animations, so I'm not sure if that threshold will be the same with others. I think it's just 2K's way to make it more realistic. It's just odd to see a big player like Shaq to do that on a normal game. Again, body shapes don't touch the speed of the animation, it will just unlock some animations. In here you can see that's thin versus wall, that's a massive visual difference, and if they do exactly the same animation, the speed will be the same. Just to prove that the actual speed of the animation wasn't touched. And to give you more perspective about the animation difference, they both trigger random animations, but this one here is common on burly, and this one here is common on thin. In here you can see, the animation on lighter shape has quicker first burst, but somewhere at the end they will just be about the same. To be honest, I played around with burly and thin, and there's some kind of randomness. There will be sometimes that the animation of the heavier player is much faster than the lighter player. In here you can see, that's light versus burly, and the animation of burly is much faster. And in here, burly got there much faster than thin. And of course, there will be some times as well that thin was faster. So it's really hard to declare that lighter player offers quicker launches. I think it's much safer to say that different shapes give different launches. So now for the summary, in terms of moving without the ball, body shapes don't affect it. If you feel that you move faster with smaller shapes, I think it's just the speed size illusion. In terms of dribbling launches though, body shapes affect it. It is really hard to know all the thresholds though, because there are hundreds of dribble moves and launches that you can do, and their thresholds on body shapes will be different. But it was proven on this test that yes, body shapes can affect it. Like for example, this jumping launch here cannot be done with burly and large shape. So if you feel that you can't do some launches on bigger shapes, then what you're feeling is correct. So that's all for this one. Please like the video so it can reach more viewers. And of course, subscribe to tune in for upcoming ones. And I'll be having a recap on body shapes in relation to strength, so don't forget to check it out on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.